Hi, good afternoon, Ivan. How are you? Long time.
Yeah, how are you? Long
I'm good.
time.
Yeah, I've been traveling a lot for the last few days. For some reason I had gone to Jaipur. I had to take two trips, and because of that, I was out of circulation actually. And
Jaipur must be
so
very cold.
yeah, Jaipur was not very cold, but yes, compared to Pune, it was colder. Even though the daytime it was quite warm as it is here, but nights were much colder. You had to wear a jacket or something like that. That was there. So, and what about you? What have you been doing these days, Deepan?
I am actually quite busy with my
Haha.
coaching, with my shipping, and with my other
Okay.
firm.
Hmm.
I'm also writing daily one page.
Okay.
I'm also soon to be an author.
Oh.
And I'm also doing public speaking in a forum that is called as Fortune Friday,
Okay.
which talks about how can you make fortune.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm doing various things, combination of
Okay.
various things. So
Yeah. That's nice. So I've also been working with some people. I've been trying to help them overcome certain problems which they have been facing in their life by coaching them. And basically, what I'm trying to do is I'm helping them in finding the solution themselves. And I want to tell you one thing here. Something very interesting happened to with me when I went to Jaipur last time. So I was attending a family wedding, and where they everybody who saw me, they said you have changed a lot, and you don't look like an army officer anymore, and you're looking very bright. And what are you doing? So I said I'm a coach, and I empower people to achieve what they are looking for in their life. So everybody said, okay, do you give advices? How do you do that? I said, I don't give any advice to anyone because people
yeah.
don't listen to advices. And so it was quite intriguing for them. And but it was interesting. And when I was interacting with people, subconsciously in my mind, I was trying to, assess about them as to what they are doing and why they are doing it, what could be the reason, what could be running in the mind. So it was like it was quite an interesting experience for me. Uh, did you also come across some people like that who are a little bit confused about as to what is coaching and what is counseling? There's a very very thin fine line dividing the two.
Um, Actually, counseling is like going into the past, digging
Mm,
what has happened wrong, and what are the corrective measures can be taken. It's
absolutely.
like listening. The counselors, they listen to you, they make you talk, they
Mm,
make you express. But coaching is something very different. Here we will be putting people in a situation whereby they think themselves that
mm,
what they are doing is right or wrong.
yeah.
And if they are not doing it, they feel they are not doing it, they might as well end of, or maybe during the process they will take the right decision for themselves.
Mhm,
Or if they feel that what they are doing is right, then they will be doing it more often, whatever they are
mm,
doing it.
yeah.
Because some people are actually doing the right thing but still being unhappy.
Mhm,
But some people, they are just not doing the thing what they should be doing. So
yeah.
advice, I don't
Mhm,
think as a coach we should be giving any advice. I always tell,
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
so all of my clients, they have come to me for asking advice, but now they themselves are making decisions.
Mm,
So now they know that advice don't work, taking
absolutely.
decisions will work.
Mm. Yeah, and one more thing here I want to add here is one that once we take a decision, then we also take ownership of our actions. And normally,
Of
what
course.
happens is if we are seeking advice, then if the advice doesn't work, it is we find a scapegoat who to blame for not being successful. So we'll go back to that person. See, you advise me. That's why I'm not successful. I followed your advice. So advice doesn't work in the present environment, and it is one has to get that realization. And one more thing I found was that some of the people they have this habit of trying to do everything in a very 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 systematic manner. Everything has to be right. It is either right or wrong. There's nothing in between. So that is where they get stuck. Yeah. And when they get stuck, then they are not able to figure out. I'm following everything properly. I'm doing everything properly, but still I'm not succeeding. So what do you think? What could be the reason for that?
These people, I would say that these people, I have been surrounded by these people. Actually, the people, they want to do things only in one way, or else they will feel the other way, whatever whomsoever is doing, that is wrong. So
Yeah.
they just feel this is right or this is wrong, and they always want to be on the right side of doing things. That is there in their head,
Absolutely.
because they themselves think this is the only way of getting the work done.
Yeah.
This is the only way of doing things. Actually, when you
Absolutely.
ask them like a multiple choice question, they will go mad. I mean,
Yeah.
what is it? So the truth is, they don't want to find that one problem will have can have many solutions. They
Yes,
will just
absolutely.
look life only from one dimension.
Yeah. So that reminds me of a horse. If you see, in olden times, you must have seen those tongas, where the horse is pulling that cart, and his eyes are closed from sight, so he cannot see left or right. He can just see in front. So he can see only in one direction. He can going straight. The same thing happens with these kinds of people also. They even though there are possibilities around, and every problem has got what we have been taught is that every problem has a minimum three solutions. But they look at only at one solution, that is a perfect solution. And in order to find perfection, then they lose out on the important things in life, whether it is professional life or their personal life, and still they are not satisfied. And they're not satisfied not only with themselves, but they are not satisfied with others also. Start finding faults in themselves. That is another thing will happen with
because
these people. Yeah.
they inside their head, they feel the others don't know, and they
Yes.
know much better, because they know for this problem this is the only way of getting things right. So
Absolutely.
they will want to change the world, and when the world is not changing, they will be just beating themselves. The
Yeah.
world is not changing.
Mm.
So but they will not understand that they have to change themselves,
Yeah.
but they will be just on the process of changing the world.
Yeah.
So this people, they are very difficult people to handle. Maybe if with the person who is with this kind of a behavior in corporate, they find it very difficult, because they feel people are useless, or maybe
Yeah.
they will feel that people just live in their own lifestyle. They don't value whatever they get. They don't appreciate whatever they have. So these people are very difficult people, because they will just work with one ideology.
Mm. So here as coaches, what we need to do with when we are working with these kinds of people is we have to I think we have to help them change their mindset and help them look life in a wider frame. They have to widen their horizon, and once we help them doing that, then they can see possibilities, and then they can also realize that imperfection is also a kind of a perfection. You don't have to be perfect always and every time. And so that is one thing which is very very important, that we as coaches can do to help these kind of people. So what do you say about it?
I have many reformers client with me, and
Okay.
I have got some amazing results for them actually,
Mhm.
because I have completed
Yeah.
one batch already. And my reformer client, initial, I was really finding it tough because they just don't want to think life in a different way. They just want to think life in the same way. And when I was like taking them to through the course, they are so much committed in their work that they will feel no, I can't go, so I have to like
Yeah.
pull them back again.
Yeah.
No, you can find a solution. Then they will be slightly drifting away. Then because doing only one way, one thing, they can't even multitask,
Yeah,
because they
absolutely.
inside their head they will be feeling they can multitask, but actually they can't be multitask.
Absolutely.
So it's really tough to handle, but they are very soft from inside, because they actually need help,
Yeah.
and they are just not able to admit they actually need help. But they are very strong. They just protect themselves with the wall, unknown walls. I don't know what is there in the head, but they have just protected them with that wall, with that ideology. That's very difficult to break. But then it's break. But once that wall is not there, they are the amazing people.
Yeah, and at times they are also they're also very morally upright, and they think whatever they are doing is morally correct. So they just look at the same thing in other people also, and that is where at times they life comes as a rude awakening for them when they go deeply into those things. And one more thing I realized was like they become what you call double sided. What I mean by double sided is what is right for them is right for everybody else. And if anybody goes even if it's slightly left or right of what they are saying, then they don't like it at all. And in that process at times they actually go into deep depression also. They become self-loathing, and they create barriers, as you mentioned. They create barriers for themselves. They go into a cocoon, and then life becomes much more difficult for them. So what I realized was that when I was working with my clients, so I try to first help them find themselves. Like as our mentor used to say, I mean your and my mentor, that it is very important for us to find our why. Once we are able to find the why, then automatically we'll be able to understand how and how we can do it and what we need to do. So that why is where we step in, and we help people to find that why. And one more thing I realized was, since I'm working with the young youth, especially I'm working with young boys and girls who are school going and college going. So my mission is to help them find the right career and align that with their interests, because so that they can convert their passion into profession. And when they know their why, then the chances of getting successful is very very high in future. And that is one thing I realize is very important, not only for the youngsters, but even for the people who are at a working professional at different level of their career. And since you're handling corporate clients, so you would definitely be doing coming across these kinds of people on a regular basis.
See, working with passion, that is
Yeah.
not only for young, even that counts for all ages.
Yes.
Because whatever you do, if you put your passion, if you put your heart and soul into it, money is the byproduct. You're gonna get it. But what is the point you doing work being unhappy? What is the point you doing work and you can do much more? What is the point you doing limited work, but you are destined to do so much?
Yes.
Because if everything you do in abundance, if everything you do in activeness, definitely money and fortune is going to follow you. So the
Absolutely.
people who is thinking that there is only one way of living life, if they just change their mindset and see various ways of
Hmm.
living their life, life will become easy for them.
Yeah, absolutely. So you brought out another very important point about mindset. It is all about mindset actually. And if we are able to help people change their mindset, then everything else will automatically fall into place. So that
Yeah,
is really
right.
very great thing you said, Ivan. And I want to tell our audience that this is our first in this series of interactions. And when we come in front of you next time, we'll tell you a little bit more about these people who Ivan mentioned are reformers. He used the term reformer. So you must be wondering what exactly is reformer. So when we meet next time, we'll tell you a little bit more about it. However, we'll put our details in the description box. So in case you need more details, if you want to get more knowledge, more information, you can always connect with the Ivan or me, and we'll be able to help you find your why. And we'll be very happy about doing that, because that is what we do. And so, Ivan, one last parting nugget for our audience from your side.
Guys, life is very easy. Don't make it too complicated by thinking, why life is like this. It's just very easy and amazing. Just step out of being that too harsh with yourself. Step out. You have an amazing life to look forward. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so it was great interacting with you, Ivan, and so looking forward to see our audience again in the next episode, same day, same time. Until then, sayonara and bye bye.
Yeah. Bye. Take care.
Bye.